Hello everybody, this is Sunday, March 22nd, and I'm about to go on yet another trip to Metro Supermarket. This time I just have to get some condiments and some new fresh vegetables. But this is not going to be one of those heavy-duty trips that I was taking before. Although I'll still take that big green backpack just to make it easier on my shoulders. Also, I figured that I need to get out a little bit at least because otherwise I'm just cooped up here in the apartment the whole time. The view outside is still really grim. Very few cars are out on the road, I could tell already. Just basically deliveries and some very few people going back and forth someplace. So there's a new decree that came down from the President Duterte himself. And basically right now you can only be out in the street in certain times and only for specific purposes, either to go to a store to buy food or to go to work. And essentially you can be out in the street now from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. There's nobody that should be out in the street at all. Then again from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. there's nobody allowed in the street again. And then from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. people get to go home from work, but that's pretty much it. The other times, including nighttime, all streets for all people are out of limit. People who are under 18 and over 60 are also not allowed to be on the street. My father-in-law is still staying with us over here. It's kind of like a home away from home for him. But anyway, now I'm about to head out to Metro Supermarket and just wanted to see what updates are happening there right now. And for a very welcome change of pace, Wolf Park, which is one of the more popular big chains of restaurants over here, they're open for business, but only for grab delivery and takeout, with the delivery guys being here on standby, getting ready to make deliveries to the people ordering. The business here must be pretty good because all the other places are closed right now. Every other restaurant except for like one more that I passed earlier in Surendra. Yeah, the quarantine is in full effect and only the essential businesses like that restaurant and this pharmacy here, they're open. And of course, people still going shopping for groceries, which is what I'm doing now. Going back to the Metro Supermarket to get some more provisions. So the ATMs are still operational. Imagine there was no more cash available, and that would really suck. The only people out in the streets are people going to and from the supermarket. The mall itself, however, still remains to be shut. And in order to get into the supermarket, you have to go through the Metro department store. After a mandatory temperature reading. Thank you. Lines are definitely longer. Still, I would not call this situation here a madhouse or chaotic or however it is in a lot of other places, especially what people tell me back home in New York. I know that people that are healthy like me generally don't have to worry about getting an acute sickness themselves, but people like myself are very easy to transfer the virus to somebody else. Everybody is trying to do as much work as they can do from home. I just feel really bad for all the people that have no choice but to go out to work, like the people working in the store here, other services that rely on being out in the street or anywhere else in public. But for anybody that can work from home, it's really a blessing to be able to have that, because not everybody does. So good luck to everybody who has to be out there. Well, my shopping at the supermarket is done. The line was not that long, but it was slow because there were a lot of people that were buying so many different small items that it really added up to really long wait times. One small update here in the department store is that this section here got opened up, which I haven't seen it open before, for basically necessities like sanitary pads and soap and towels and water and whatever else. So that's nice that there's yet another really small outlet for people to buy things that they need for home. Now I'm leaving the market and going home. Back to my wife and father-in-law, so I'm going to be Netflix and chilling with them for the rest of the day. The temperature here in Manila is really heating up. Hopefully that's one of the things that's keeping the virus at bay, because heavy UV rays from the sun and high heat is not a good environment for the virus to exist in. So hopefully this is going to be helping as well. As horrible as it sounds, the higher temperature that will be happening around the world, especially in the United States, according to the weather reports, it's actually going to be helping out as well. I just read earlier today that AccuWeather.com has reported much higher than normal temperatures all across the United States. 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the usual temperatures over a long period of time. So it's not a good sign for the climate change. It is a good change for the virus to hopefully not be wreaking havoc for too much longer. Hot days like this really make me fantasize about some nice cold ice cream. Look, it's shut. Not that I go here often anyway, but it would really be nice to cool down with something delicious and sweet. Just need a way to de-stress a little bit. But at least the scene here is not very chaotic, very, very quiet. This Japanese restaurant here in Surrendra is another one of the very few places that's still open. But again, it's only available for delivery and takeout. Otherwise, all your restaurants here are all shut, including the places that I used to like visiting. The good thing is that enjoying more home-cooked meals lately. And well, this is where I'm going to close out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll be making more videos to update you guys on what's going on with the virus situation and how the living situation is here in Metro Manila. In the meantime, please take care of yourselves and each other. And there will be more videos coming at you from the Timelapse Traveler.